Good evening, everyone. Let's do the roll call and declaration of conflicts of interest, please.
Councilmember Abram.
Here and none.
Councilmember Bixel.
Here and none.
Vice Mayor Moniz.
Here and none.
Councilmember Phillips.
Hearing none.
Mayor Bublak.
Here and none. Thank you for that. Approval of agenda as posted or amended.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. We call the roll, please.
Councilmember Abram.
Yes.
Councilmember Bixel.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Moniz.
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips.
Yes.
Mayor Bublak.
Yes, passes on to 5-0. Drum roll for adopt a pet. Come on, Animal Services. What you got for us? You don't have Steve the tortoise. Should have brought him. Oh, darn it. Marathon.
He was very quick.
See? See?
So tonight we have Comet. He's about a 10-month-old Dutch Shepherd Belgian Malinois cross. He came to us in June. I found him playing on the freeway. So it took us, I think, 2 days before we finally caught him. And he has quite the story behind him. He came from way down south because he had a microchip, and the owner was in the military, wasn't able to take the dog back, so he's been with us. He was our bronze winner for the Shelter Dog Olympics in the obedience course.
Yeah.
He knows many tricks. He's very obedient. He is a working dog, so he would be best suited for someone who understands his needs. And he is already neutered, and he is free for adoption.
Nice. You want to give us a little update on the Olympics?
Yes. So Lathrop won the entire thing.
Because they hosted it.
They had more practice, I think. But all of our dogs did absolutely amazing. Cole, Patches, Comet, and Odin, they are just wonderful dogs. Odin did get adopted in Lathrop. My other three are still with us, so they are available for adoption still.
Awesome. George, is this the one?
I like them.
Right? Thank you, guys. Thanks for finding Steve and getting him back to Denair. All right, this is time set aside for public participation for items that are within our subject matter jurisdiction. There's 3 minutes, timer on each side. I don't have any cards. Is there anyone wishing to speak tonight? Come on up, John.
John Gebeline. Well, tomorrow is D-Day for me. That's Demolition Day. So that's my street. They've been working on north, east, south, west, all around me. And finally, tomorrow, they're going to come and start, digging up
Congratulations.
more than they've already done and everything else like that. And I don't know where everybody's going to park because everybody's parking on my street
Right.
because the street over is all tore up, but we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to say something that it doesn't get said enough. The men and some women are working out there and just in 100-degree heat. I look at that and all they have to do, and I admire it because that is tough to do. And I don't care what you're doing outside in 100-degree heat. That's tough, but what they do is very, very difficult. And I just wanted to say, hey, it's disruptive. I mean, I've been having to take detours all over the place, on Johnson and all this kind of good stuff, and Tuolumne and what. But hey, life's rough. It's really not that good. Not that bad, sorry. And I just wanted to also say I hope, that somehow, some way we can get public meetings in here and all over the country and stuff like that where we don't denigrate people. Listen, I mean, I don't agree with all the things you guys have done. I've agreed with a lot of you, what you've done, how much you've spent, and I have, disagreements and everything like that. I have no idea. I don't know you that well, what your reasonings are and whatever. And but you don't need to call names. I just really don't look at people who belittle other people. I don't care what it is. Just disagree with what what the policy is. Say I think you're wrong and everything, but you don't need to belittle people. It doesn't do you any good. There's so few people left in like the United States Congress that didn't do it. They denigrate the parties, they denigrate the people, and unfortunately there's just very few people that just get to the point, talk about policy and everything else. And I hope that's what we can do. Thanks.
Anyone else wishing to speak? Ron?
Okay, instead of my usual 3 hours, I threw this together in 2 minutes. Good evening. A Modesto Bee article dated September 18th, 2007, talked about the Cal State Stanislaus report about homelessness and public meetings on the subject of how to address homelessness in Turlock. It stated, and I quote, "Business owners were branded cruel, homeless were branded lazy, the faith-based community's motives were questioned, and long-standing homeless service providers were labeled ineffective. If such anger and distrust isn't abandoned and unity isn't reached among, I gotta take a breath, isn't reached among the interested parties, the study, the process, and the future of the action committee is all for naught," the professors reiterated. The main lead professor, who has spoken here before, was quoted saying, "This is not a simple problem to fix. We need to get beyond the idea that one group can do it alone." The PLHA grant gave us an opportunity to create a win-win situation for We Care, the city, the council, the public, and the homeless. We Care came to the council saying they needed something from them to get $250,000 needed for operating their shelter. The council said, "Let's make a deal, because we need something from you." Specifically, the council had heard for a very long time from very upset residents, so they asked for some help in mitigating the negative impact of the homeless have on the downtown area. In my opinion, this could have easily been achieved by opening the dining hall with its 2 restrooms for some hours either during the day or late night. We Care would have still received at least $200,000 and could have gone out and raised the rest of the monies they needed, leaving them in a much better situation than they are in now. We Care would have also been seen as a good neighbor and as a good partner with the city. The council would have addressed some of the concerns of the residents that you represent. The homeless would have, I don't know if this sentence makes sense. The homeless would not have been seen as much of an issue. A win-win for everyone. I understand that there was a deal until a few minutes before the council meeting. Yelling and screaming at the council and other people only poisons the well of goodwill, and it accomplishes nothing. For everyone's sake, I hope cooler heads prevail. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, we're gonna close public comment, and we're gonna get on to the city manager's report. Would you like to push the button? Thank you.
Would love to. Couple pieces of information out of economic development. Burlington Coat Factory is now open out on Countryside and adds 75 new jobs to town, thanks to economic development and for all the work development services department does to be able to get businesses open. There's a auto swap meet on Sunday, September 21st from 6 a.m. to 2 at the fairgrounds. There'll be free parking and $10 admissions. Kids are free. And then the housing element will post tomorrow on our website. It'll be there for 7 days, so you can interact with it. I made a comment last week that I think got misconstrued, and I'm going to put a cheat sheet together that I hand out at our next meeting. The housing element is about, and Adrian, you can jump in and help me at any point. The housing element is about zoning, largely about zoning. There was some conversation about it being a homeless shelter project. And it isn't. And what I was trying to say to people is, I was trying to manage expectations that while we turn in the housing element, have the conversations about zoning and what happens related to shelters, it's not a requirement for the city to fund shelters or build shelters. I was just trying to make that distinction because it's a pretty hot ticket item. So I've thought a lot about putting together something that talks about the housing element and the different sources of funding that I can include in my report coming up as a kind of clarification for that. So if you want to interact with the housing element in the next 7 days, it'll be posted online. Feel free to do that. And then it'll come down. We'll submit this version, which will be is this our second or third? A second version back to the state after the 7-day period. Thank you.
All right. Next is consent calendar. Is there anyone wishing to talk about any of the items on the consent? Okay, I'm gonna close public comment on that.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Will you call the roll?
Councilmember Abram? Yes. Councilmember Bixel?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Moniz?
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips?
Yes.
Mayor Bublak?
Yes, it passes on a 5-0. There are no final readings, and the public hearing is actually going to be continued until 9/23 of 2025. I will open it to the public. If anyone wishes to speak on this item, we will not be responding to your questions. We will respond on the 23rd when we actually talk about it, but I'm opening it to the public at this time. Okay, we'll close public comment, and I need a motion to continue to the 23rd.
Motion to continue until September 23rd. Second.
Motion is second. Will you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Abram?
Yes.
Councilmember Bixel?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Moniz?
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips?
Yes.
Mayor Bublak?
Yes, passes on a 5-0. On action item 11A, municipal services, and look at that, Mr. Morris jumping up. He wants to be the guy.
I don't think my name's. I took the pleasure.
All right, welcome.
Welcome. Happy birthday, sir.
Look at that. Councilmember Bixel's birthday today.
Just another number.
Are you going down?
In lots of ways.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean it that way.
Okay,
All right, Mr. Morris, sorry.
sorry.
Let's do it.
All right, good evening, Mayor Bublak, council members, staff, and residents. I'm here to present the proposed award for the city project number 24-042, the Senior Center roof and HVAC replacement. This project addresses longstanding issues with the facility's flat roof. Why flat? Which has experienced reoccurring water intrusion during rainy seasons. While the city previously completed critical repairs with Centimark to mitigate immediate risks, those fixes were not intended as a long-term solution. Both the flat roof system and the 3 rooftop units have reached the end of their service lives and require full replacement to maintain a safe, dry, and comfortable environment for the seniors and community members who rely on the center. The project was advertised on August 6, 2025, and 7 bids were received on August 27, 2025. Pacific Polymers, Inc. of Harold, California submitted the lowest responsible bid with a base bid of $252,000. The bid package also included an additive alternate to upgrade from a single-ply PVC 20-year warranty to a 2-ply key roofing system, which is a 30-year warranty, for $20,000. Staff recommends accepting the additive alternate, bringing the total contract price to $272,000. The total estimated project cost is $351,950, which includes construction, a 10% contingency, preliminary engineering, construction administration, permits, and testing. The project is funded through Fund 258 Housing Stimulus Funds, account 258-41-498.4721802, Public Improvements Senior Center. No general fund dollars are used, and no additional budget allocation is required in fiscal year 25-26. This award is exempt from CEQA under Section 15302, replacement or reconstruction, because it replaces an existing improvements without expanding capacity. Approving this contract allows the city to move forward promptly with necessary roof and HVAC replacements, protecting the facility, ensuring reliable operations for our community. And so thank you, and I'm able to answer any questions I can.
Questions?
For $300,000, you buy any slope?
Flat roofs.
Okay, let's open it to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on this item? Closing public comment. So we do expect that before the big winter, we will have it completely done?
I hope so.
No, oh, that is so, I hope so.
Well, once it gets awarded, then the procedure, awarded bid, we can move forward and get them going. So yes, the quicker we can get it going, quicker you can get, hopefully there's not a long lead time for materials. We can just get it done.
All right,
So that is the goal, to get it completed, yes.
thank you.
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second. We call the roll, please.
Councilmember Abram?
Yes.
Councilmember Vixel?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Moniz?
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips?
Yes.
Mayor Bublak?
Yes, it passes on 5-0. Next item, is it still you, Mr. Morris?
Yes,
Let's do it.
yes.
You're gonna have a more positive, absolutely answer.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, tonight, this one, where the staff's recommendation to reject all bids for city project number 24-036, the renovations at the senior center and Marty Yerby recreational facility. The purpose of this project was to improve restrooms and building accessibility at both facilities to better accommodate individuals with disabilities. At the senior center, proposed improvements include replacing all exterior doors and frames with new hollow metal doors and frames, adding automatic door openers at 2 entrances to comply with ADA standards, installing touchless faucets and toilets in the restrooms, replacing outdated drinking fountain. At Marty Yerby Recreation Facility, proposed improvements include removing all restroom FRP wall treatments and replacing them with tiled walls and floors, replacing all restroom plumbing fixtures with touchless fixtures, converting the existing male and female restrooms to 2 unisex restrooms to meet ADA requirements, modifying the front door entrance to include an automatic door opener, installing new restroom lighting controls and exhaust fans. The project was advertised on August 14th, 2025, and only one bid was received by the due date on August 26th. The sole bidder, Creative Property Renewal, Inc. of Stockton, California, submitted a bid of $236,000. For comparison, the engineer's estimate was $129,780. The submitted bid was therefore 82% higher than the estimate and significantly above anticipated costs. Because we only received one bid and it was substantially higher in the estimate, staff recommends rejecting the bid and re-advertising the project. In doing so, staff will extend the advertisement period from 12 to at least 21 days and include a mandatory pre-bid meeting. This approach will increase exposure, encourage more competitive bidding, and should result in better pricing. From a financial standpoint, no general funds are being used for the project. Costs are allocated evenly between Fund 258 Housing Stimulus Funds, accounts for public improvements, senior center, and public improvements Marty Yerby. Most design costs have been already expended in fiscal year 24-25, and staff will return with a full fiscal breakdown when the project is rebid. Re-advertising is expected to cost $1,000 in staff and advertising fees. Finally, this action is not considered a project under CEQA under Section 15378B5. Rejecting bids and re-advertising is an administrative action with no direct physical environmental impact. In summary, rejecting the bid and re-advertising the project is the most prudent way to ensure cost savings, encourage greater competition, and keep the project aligned with its budget expectations. Thank you. I can answer any questions.
When do you expect to reopen? Like tomorrow?
Well, yes, we'll send it out as quickly as possible, get it back out, get those 20 days, get a mandatory bid date set. So maybe people can see it and evaluate why the guy from Stockton, what items he bid on so high
Right.
compared to what engineer's estimate was.
So I was gonna ask if you were gonna check the engineer's estimate, just to make sure we're not way off base.
Yes.
Okay, and any reason we can't advertise it for 30?
30 days, it just puts it off.
I know it
along
takes
to-
longer, but I mean, if we only got one bid, Marty Yerby needs to be done, don't get me wrong, but I really appreciate the fiscal responsibility and you guys recommending to reject it and to protect the taxpayer's dollar. But, I mean, would it kill us to hold it open an extra 8 or 9 days?
No?
Okay.
Okay, we'll open it to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on this item? Closing the public comment.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Will you call the roll, please?
Councilmember Abram?
Yes.
Councilmember Bixel?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Moniz?
Yes.
Councilmember Phillips?
Yes.
Mayor Bublak?
Yes, it passes 5-0. Thank you, Mr. Morris. Councilmember comments, announcements, and future items. Councilmember Abram.
Yes, just a future item that I think should probably come up within the next few months. Our time is ticking away on our expenditure deadline for the remaining ARPA funds, and there's going to be potentially some contracts that had a 1-year term that are coming up again. So I'd like to have it be clear how much money is left, and what the MOUs that we have between the departments, what that allows us to do, because if we want to start a program, it takes a long time to get things off the ground. So I'd rather start the conversation earlier than later.
Birthday boy?
Well, yes. I'd like to thank the pastor for his very well thought out prayer and prayers. You're not usually here at the end of the meeting to shake your hand, and I just want you to know that you're very much appreciated. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you, Councilmember Bixel. It's your special day, on a council day, and you're still here with us. That's awesome. Welcome, Burlington. We did issue 46 new businesses and business licenses in Turlock last month. Thank you, Ms. Andrino, for the great report. Burlington being the largest, we're very glad that you're here. And the last thing I need is, Madam City Manager, I have an airport in my district. I would like to see a plan to have that annexed into the city. I don't want to hear any shenanigans or sabotage, as I'm told that maybe the council's authority to vote on things like that has been usurped by staff. So I want the plan brought to the council for a vote, please.
Good.
So I just wanted to announce this Saturday is the Turlock SWAT fundraiser dinner. If you guys haven't gotten your tickets, reach out to Turlock SWAT directly, and hope to see you guys there. For business owners, if you guys want to network, the Turlock Chamber of Commerce is holding their September mixer at the fairgrounds. That's going to be held Tuesday, September 16th from 5 to 7 p.m.
Holy smokes. All right, and some of you may know Dr. Donna Pierce. She was a big part of the university, and she just passed recently, so huge loss to Stanislaus and to Turlock. Wonderful lady. I think you gave her the doctorate. All right. That's awesome. We have no closed session and reports from closed session, and so we are in adjournment. Have a good evening and a happy birthday.